Of late, they found a settlement in a coast facing Japan across the Japan Sea from Russia. And there is a species of salmons which swim back against the current, and it was easy for them to catch. So you find a group of remains of a settlement there. So it goes back to 40,000 years. There are instances of the recent one or two mounds were excavated in Turkey, which also has the recognized one, which is called Sattel Hayok.
The underground city one.
No, it's not really underground. It's a settlement which is known to be one of the oldest. But surprisingly, there is a school of thought which says that the reason why they settled down there was to manufacture weapons for the warring tribes in and around that place. So it was not a settlement based on agriculture. There is also an argument that people may have settled down because they discovered ways of interacting with each other. There's a nice book called Drunk, which talks about how intoxication probably led to human beings to stay in one place. So these settlements slowly started becoming power centers or cultural centers. If you go to Stonehenge, many such settlements would come to one place for some ritualistic reasons. So these are the earliest examples of this. I'm talking about before what we call as civilization. The recognized civilizations that we know of, which is Mesopotamia,
Harappa.
it shouldn't even be called Indus Valley civilization, because today they have found more than 400 settlements reaching all the way to Himachal, and some in Uttar Pradesh, a few in Gujarat. So it is not necessarily Mohenjo-daro and Harappa. So to call it Harappan civilization would be technically wrong, I think. There are early cities in Mesopotamia called Ur and Uruk, similar to what we had in United India at the time, Mohenjo-daro, Harappa, and many more. There's one in Dholavira in Gujarat. Each civilization had their own speciality. I don't even know what to call it. I mean, the correct term would be wrong even if I said Indus Valley civilization, because the settlements that we are finding every month now are going beyond these few 2-3 rivers. Then they also had this interaction between one city and another. There are evidences of the seals and the pieces of jewelry being found in Mesopotamia, and some things which they used to use, we find them in Harappa. I guess that it also was the political system that was evolving, whether you call it a caste system or monarchy. Somebody would be a chieftain and he would control, build up an army, and that would protect, and then the fortress. There is a story for evolution of cities, and it's evident in a lot of places. The earliest numbers that people are talking about were about 150 people in one settlement, and then you suddenly have cities which were 30,000, 40,000. The earliest cities were of that big a size.
So I just found what peak we have reached as humanity. Number of people living in a city. Tokyo ranks first. 37 million people in one city. That's a crazy achievement, right?
You'll be surprised that some of our cities are crossing 20 million.